Hey, what's up guys? We are back with another video, and today I'm going to be telling all of you how to survive freshers. So you're all probably wondering, what is freshers? Freshers is basically 2 weeks before uni starts where you get to meet your new flatmates. You also get to go out quite a lot, and you do tend to drink quite a lot as well, so you get absolutely ruined in your first 2 weeks of uni. So let's get into a few tips. So the first tip is, a lot of unis will have a thing known as a freshers band. Like at my uni we called it a AAA band. It is completely up to you whether or not you want to get it. I would suggest getting it just because then you are able to go to every single event during those 2 weeks, or a week depending on your uni. But of course, don't get it if you're not planning on going out every single night, as it is then just a waste of money. You could just get the tickets on the night sort of thing, but they do tend to be a little bit more expensive, and collectively it is cheaper to get the band. So do keep that in mind. Oh, I like this one. On to my next tip. This tip can go out to a lot of people, and it is, don't get too wasted to the point where someone has to look after you. No one likes that. Look at Sophie, because she's looked after me several times, so trust me, no one likes doing it. I've looked after a few people, so please don't get into that state where someone has to do it for you. Keep that one in mind. That one's important. Alright, so on to my next tip. Guys, girls, remember, you don't need to buy branded alcohol. There's no point buying a $40, sorry, wrong country, 40-pound bottle of Grey Goose. You can always just buy a 13-pound bottle of vodka at your local store, which end of the night you're not even going to remember buying, as you'll probably be already drunk or still drunk from the previous night. This one is something that I do all the time, and I wish I don't do it because I'm the type of person to buy everyone alcohol. Don't bring your bank card out. There is no point. Get your cash out before you start praying, so then you know you've got your cash. You can then drop off your card when you're at home as well, or in your flat. Leave it somewhere. Make sure it's not somewhere obvious, so if you go into your room, you're like, oh, maybe I'll just pick this up in case I need it. You won't need it, trust me. If you're in a city like Southampton, all you really need is like 10-20 pounds for a night out, and that's all you really need, especially if you're not the type of person to buy drinks when you're out because you've been preying that hard.
Or get a boyfriend who can buy you drinks and their friends can buy you drinks.
Yeah, we'll do that. Right, my next tip is to make sure you have either Uber in your phone or you have the local taxi service number. You will be using that, as there will be nights where you're just like, oh, I can't be asked to walk home. You know what? Uber? Yeah, sick, let's do it. Uber is easy to use. Just type in your address if you remember it, and then you're all sorted. Taxi, you'll have to have cash out, so if you need to, you can always get them to drop you off at the nearest cash point. Yeah, so you can get cash out. Alright, so on my first night, I actually forgot my address. Luckily, I went out with people who knew where we were living. So I will suggest this: write your address down in your phone. End of the day, you got it there. If you need it, you've got it. Alright, this one's more for the people who aren't fans of going out all the time, or they'd rather just have a chilled night in. Like my girlfriend, she only went out twice during freshers. Pathetic. Anyway, but you don't have to go out every night. I went out 13 of the 14 nights, and I will say now, it was exhausting. By the end of it, I had the worst freshers flu, and I was basically dying in bed for like a good 4 days afterwards. Remember, you can just have a quiet night in. Some of your flatmates might think the same. They'll be like, oh, I don't really want to go out. Let's just have a movie night, or just like have casual drinks at the local pub. End of the day, you don't always have to be drinking. Drugs. This is important during freshers. So when I say drugs, I don't mean these drugs like weed and that bad stuff. I meant these drugs like paracetamol, ibuprofen, strepsils, you know, stuff to help with the throat, your headaches in the morning after a night out, that sort of stuff. These drugs will also help you out with freshers flu. Freshers flu is a real thing, and it does affect everyone at freshers. If you've only been going out for like less than 4 nights, you probably won't get it, but if you've been going out more than 4 nights, you probably will, as during that time of the year, it does rain a lot, especially on your walk home if you decide to walk. That's why I suggest getting a taxi. But think about it, you've been waiting outside in the cold, it could be wet, you get out, you get inside, you're nice and warm, you go back out, and it's freezing again. So just keep that in mind, yeah? If you're like me, and you like food in the morning, make sure you have frozen food in your freezer, wherever. The foods I'm thinking about are like pizzas and chips, chicken nuggets, chicken steaks, that sort of stuff. You know, where you wake up in the morning and you're like, damn, I am hungry. I want some nuggets. Go to your freezer, chuck them in the oven, and you are sorted. All you have to do is wait 10 to 15 minutes. Nope, 15 to 20 minutes, and you are sorted. And then you've got a whole plate of nuggets. What could be better after a night out? So everyone loves a good discount, and do not forget you are a student. We all get student discount. Most restaurants will give you some sort of student discount, like McDonald's, you got your student card, so you get a free cheeseburger, chicken mayo, McFlurry, and a hamburger, so you got those choices. Places like Shoe, they'll give you like 10% off, I think. New Look will give you 20, 15, 10% off, sorry. Even gyms actually do discounts. So like the gym I go to, they do a student discount where it's 8 months for £100 or something like that, or like 10 months for £100, I think. But yeah, you just gotta look out for the best discount for yourself. So I'm the type of person who's usually low on money, so what I try and do is to pre as hard as I can. And sometimes to the point where I don't even make it out. Shh. But remember, you can go out and just pre hard enough so you don't have to spend any money when you're at the club. Spending money at the club is the worst thing to do because of the fact that if you're poor, then you end up spending more money than you should be.
Get tied down in your first month of uni and have a nice girlfriend. He loves every moment.
Alright, so all of you freshers, hopefully you'll have a good time. Just remember those tips and you should survive just fine. Everyone out there who is a uni student or have been to uni, if you can think of any other tips for these freshers, write them down in the comment section below, and hopefully those will help them out as well. So I'll see you guys soon. I'm out.